Hi guys, welcome back. Happy Friday. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Be sure to like, subscribe, and turn on that notification so you don't miss any new uploads. So Ben Affleck is finally breaking his silence on both Jennifers. And let's just say, one got the love and the other not so much. In his GQ April 2025 cover story, Ben couldn't stop gushing about his ex-wife Jennifer Garner just weeks after the two were recently spotted hanging out at a paintball outing earlier this month. As for Jennifer Lopez, he kept it vague, mostly talking about how he's way more private than she is. It looks like we know which ex he's feeling these days. I'm really lucky that I have a really good co-parent and partner in Jennifer Garner, the kid's mom, who is wonderful and great, and we work together well. We used to have a thing, my ex-wife and I, when they would see something on a supermarket stand, we would say, well, this isn't always true because if it were, you would have 15 brothers or sisters or whatever the number of stories is where they said that your mom was pregnant. He also complained that it's absurd and ridiculous and how the paparazzi follow him and take his picture every single day. There is nothing newsworthy at all about the day-to-day events of my life or the conversation I have with one person or another person that's photographed. What I've ended up focusing on is, look, I know what's going on in my life, and also, really, more importantly, my kids know. It's more of a headache than anything else, and there certainly are worse things. Ben, who has always been more private, talked about how he's naturally more reserved compared to Jennifer Lopez. There was a lot of speculation in the press about their breakup, with sources saying their different views on fame caused issues in their relationship. But, according to Ben, said it wasn't that simple. There are a lot of people who I think have handled celebrity more adeptly and more adroitly than I have, Jennifer among them. My temperament is to be a little bit more reserved and private than hers. As happens in relationships, you don't always have the same attitude toward these things. And so I thought, oh, this is interesting because how do you reconcile that? A lot of fans thought they saw trouble in paradise while watching Jennifer Lopez documentary, The Greatest Love Story Never Told. It looked like Ben was frustrated about sharing their private moments. But according to him, that wasn't the case at all. I love and support this person. I believe in them. They are great. I want people to see that. And I think the thing that I said in that documentary or the piece that they used was where I said, you don't marry a ship captain and then say, well, I don't like going out in the water. You got to own what you knew going into any relationship. And I think it's important to say that wasn't the cause of some major fracture. It's not like you can watch that documentary and go, oh, now I understand the issues that these two had. The GQ interview happened over 2 days. During the second sit down, Ben circled back on his comments about Jennifer Lopez. He wanted to make sure his comments made it clear she is, quote, someone I have a lot of respect for. He said, I get wanting to divine or explore the kind of difference in perspective that we have in terms of how a person feels comfortable approaching the line between public and private life. But I really hope that whatever you use doesn't suggest that I have any negativity or judgment or anything regarding that. I have nothing but respect. I guess there's a tendency to look at breakups and want to identify root causes or something. But honestly, like I said, the truth is much more quotidian than probably people would believe or would be interesting. By quotidian, he meant there's no scandal, no soap opera, no intrigue. The truth is, when you talk to somebody, hey, what happened? Well, there is no, this is what happened. It's just a story about people trying to figure out their lives and relationships in ways that we all sort of normally do. It sounds more like a couples therapy session, which you would tune out of someone else's couples therapy after a while. For one thing, you start going, okay, clearly this person has got these issues. Clearly they have these issues. And the reason I don't want to share that is just sort of embarrassing. It feels vulnerable. What? Ben, Ben basically said a whole bunch of nothing. Just word salad. And he knows it. That's probably why he circled. That's why he circled back in the second sit down to throw in, she is someone I have a lot of respect for. Sure, Ben, sure. I mean, it's funny. He never actually said J.Lo's name once in the interview. Meanwhile, he had no problem saying Jennifer Garner's name while gushing. The tears, they are gushing like the blind, leading the blind. Yeah, he was gushing over her in this interview. But all J.Lo gets is this person. I respect this person. A mess. Honestly, it felt like he didn't even want to talk about Jennifer Lopez. But since he's on a promo tour for The Accountant 2, he threw out some word salad just to make headlines and get publicity for the movie. Speaking of which, we finally watched The Accountant, the first one, last night. And it was really good. It was so good. I can't believe I never saw it before, especially since it came out in 2016. That movie, The Accountant too. I mean, no, The Accountant, the first one. What am I saying? The Accountant, the first one. That movie, it's on Prime. Amazon Prime. It is so good. Now I can't wait for the second one. And I don't even watch TV, but I really can't wait. I think it's coming out April 25th. The second one, The Accountant 2. So anyway, Ben is full of crap. In this article, you see when he talked about Jennifer Garner, he expressed himself, he was clear. But then, when it was time for Jennifer Lopez, it was just a bunch of nothing. It didn't even make any sense. I guess he was like, okay, I gotta say something, anything, like for this magazine. And talking about, I have a lot of respect for this person. So much so, he divorced this person. Yeah, okay, Ben. Give us a break, Ben, okay? Give me a break. Ben Affleck and Jennifer Garner have been spending a lot of time together, and people are starting to talk, especially after they were seen laughing and looking pretty flirty, doing a family paintball outing in Los Angeles. At one point, Ben even hugged Jennifer Garner, which only added to the speculation about his feelings for her. Meanwhile, Jennifer Lopez isn't happy about it at all. A source says she's upset about constantly seeing photos of Ben Affleck and Jennifer Garner together, calling it salt in the wound. The source says it's really messing with her head, and she's furious about the whole situation. Another source is saying Jennifer Lopez is focused on her upcoming Netflix movie. I doubt she has even seen these stories as she is consumed with the film. She has been fully concentrating on her life, her growth, and her happiness. Yeah, this source is Jennifer Lopez. Okay. Another source says that Ben, now this is a Ben source, okay? While Ben usually enjoys his time with Jennifer Garner, he seems extra giddy lately though, and much more affectionate. I can't with all these sources, but I really do enjoy reading all these sources when it comes to Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck. And Jennifer Garner. It's funny. It is so funny. You can tell who's who. You can tell who's really behind these supposedly these fake sources, right? And another source, oh my gosh, another one says Jennifer Garner doesn't seem to mind. She seems to enjoy spending time with Ben. Oh my lenta. Of course she does. I just need for these blogs to stop saying in every article Jennifer Garner has been dating businessman John Miller since 2018. There's no John Miller. Have you seen him? You never see her with him. I think that John Miller is a friend and he doesn't mind that Jennifer Garner is still using that they're still dating, because since 2018 they've been together and you don't see him. Have you seen him? Because I have not. Have you seen him? Because since 2018 you don't see them together during Thanksgiving, Christmas, Valentine's Day. It's always Ben. And you want us to believe? Well, every article, when they have like an article about Jennifer Garner and Ben Affleck, they always end the article with Jennifer Garner has been dating John Miller since 2018. Like, what? Like, wait, you want us to believe that after everything else is, like, come on. Like, she want that old thing back. Like, get it. Jennifer Garner, get that old thing back. Because, listen, they still love each other and they still, I mean, did you see the video? Doing the paintball? They were like alone and then he wrapped his arm around her from behind and she was like, you know? They need to just get back together and just stop the nonsense. Wait, no, maybe not. Yeah, because he's a cheater. Didn't he cheat? Yeah, he cheated on her with the nanny. I remember now. He cheated on her with the nanny. Oh my goodness. Yeah, he is a serial cheater. And he did cheat on Jennifer Lopez as well. And then he called the wedding off like 2 days before the wedding. Not only he cheated on her, he called the wedding off. So he's a freaking jerk. He's a jerk. And J.Lo's a cheater too. He's a cheater, she's a cheater. Jeez. And he cheated on her with the nanny. He cheated on Jennifer Garner with the nanny. Yikes. So yeah, not a good idea. And when he was waiting for Jennifer Lopez to file for the divorce, he didn't want to bruise her ego. There were reports about him dating RFK's daughter. What's her name? Starts with a T. Tulip Kennedy or something. And yeah. And she didn't even file for divorce yet. So, and then now you see him wrapping his arm around Jennifer Garner, his ex-wife, the first wife. So he's messy. He's very messy. He doesn't care about Jennifer Lopez. I don't even think that he loved her at all. Look at the article. All he could say is, I have a lot of respect for this person. What? That's it? I have a lot of respect for that person? That's it? That's it? While you're being seen with your ex-wife, hugging and flirting and all that good stuff. And J.Lo is losing her mind over there, probably going through her phones like, okay, let's see. Let me call such and such. Who, who can I get to date me? A mess. These celebrities are a freaking mess. So you guys, what are your thoughts about all of this? Let me know in the comments. Be sure to like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.